Well, Yousef Al-Helou is a Palestinian-British political analyst and joins me live from here in London. Yousef, thank you once again for coming on the News Hour. It's worth pointing out that right now, as we speak, Yoav Gallant and Benjamin Netanyahu are holding a joint press conference together. Now, that may just be to put on a show of unity, but it does appear that tensions have existed between the Prime Minister and Gallant, and indeed between the Prime Minister and the army for some time now.
Yes, that's correct. Netanyahu is in deep trouble. He started a war that he doesn't know how to end it because there is no improvement. There are no achievements on the ground. He and his army generals, they agree on one thing, which is to uproot Hamas and to return the hostages and to make sure any party that is going to rule Gaza is not extreme and to be moderate. Now, we know this deep rift and gap is an old one. It has to do with the government's plans for legal reform. But at this time, Gallant, he wanted to expand the war in the north by attacking Hezbollah target. But also at the same time, army officials and generals, they are worried from Netanyahu's vicious attack on Palestinians because it seems that he just wants to achieve any victory at the expense of the Palestinians in Gaza. One important point also that he doesn't want to leave the political arena and leave a negative mark that in his era, Israel suffered a heavy blow on the 7th of October. So he wants to maintain a credit during this war on Gaza, and he just wants to have this honor of releasing the hostages. That's why he is distancing Gallant and other army officials from previous press conferences. But at this time, I think he just wants to assure the public in Israel that they are united at one front against Gaza.
Right, because Yoav Gallant has been mooted as a possible successor to Benjamin Netanyahu, and Benny Gantz, the other member of the war cabinet, also has favourable opinion poll ratings. So for Netanyahu, is this a case of political survival?
It is indeed, yeah. Polls show that Netanyahu's popularity is going very low, whereas Gantz's popularity is rising up because the Israeli public, they say that Netanyahu failed to protect Israel's security. And that's why he just wants to have a pragmatic stance with Gantz in order to end the scene that he is working towards Israel's interest. But it seems that this war will have many implications. I don't think he will leave the scene with a victory. On the contrary, I think he will face justice.
Yes, I mean, the negative waves keep coming for Netanyahu. I know that some of the hostages' families have been particularly critical of him. He also had the corruption trial that he's been facing for some time now. That restarted yesterday on Monday. And unlike a host of other Israeli politicians, including Yoav Gallant and the head of Shin Bet, the domestic intelligence agency, and the head of the IDF, he has yet to apologise for what happened on October the 7th. But the one thing that we know from Netanyahu's time in power is that you never bet against him.
He's the longest serving Israeli prime minister and the most extreme prime minister in Israel's history. He's using extreme force against the Palestinians. And he wants to unify Israelis behind him. He wants to be remembered as a tough Israeli leader who maintained Israel's security. But as a matter of fact, we know the Israeli legal system. He was accused of many scandals. And after this war, he will have to answer many questions.
No doubt about that, Yousef. We thank you very much indeed for joining us. Yousef Al-Helou joining us from London. Thank you.